Hello and welcome back to my channel. Got a backlog video today to catch up on some new releases and one request that's thrown in there as well. But I want to let you guys know first that for my birthday stream that I did a couple days ago, I posted everything up, so we've got like 5.5 hours of It's Live stages that I just marathon through. There's a ton of stuff on there. You can check my community post for what is on there specifically, as well as I reacted to most of the Mama performances. Not all of them. I had to play favorites because I didn't want the stream being 14 hours long. It was long as it was, so most of Mama is up there as well. But for today, we're going to be doing Young Posse and their new song Cold. We're going to be doing NMIXX and their pre-release High Horse, as well as a release that they did 7 months ago, FEIFEI, which is a Cantonese cover, which is very, very interesting. And then we're going to be doing the new song from Infinite, and finally close it out with TripleS's new OST for that Haiti drama that I think is out now. Do they release dramas like all at once? Because I saw people asking for season 2 on her Instagram, and I'm like, do they just drop it all? I don't know how it works with Korean dramas. Let's get to it. Starting off with Young Posse. I know we have a big concept change here in a way. Not necessarily concept for like the group. Like this isn't them going forward just for this song, I'm assuming. And I've heard some mixed things. I'm certainly way more excited than I would have been before. I've enjoyed their earlier stuff. They're really fun and wacky. This is me speaking just on their title tracks, not any B-sides, because I have not heard any of those. But I wanted something new, like to return back to that kind of style. I don't know, to start to get a little bit old, so that we're taking a serious tone here. I'm way more excited. This is featuring 10 cm, who we've experienced on multiple songs. I think he has a song with Big Naughty. Dude is all over the place. So let's go.
Cold.
I feel like this song especially needs captions. Man, he has a gorgeous voice.
I love it and I hate you, then I feel so cold. I miss you when I kiss you, then I sick so cold. 저 밤새 녹아내려버린 천문처럼 넌 날 지워버리겠지만 네가 얘기할 때면 그 입술을 쳐다보는 게 좋았어. 여름보다 뜨거운 만남은 좀 어려서 얼어붙은 말이 가시처럼 목에 걸렸어. You keep me wrapped around your finger, don't know why.
怎么了？How could you be so cold? I love you when I hate you, thinking about you. I miss you when I need you, thinking about you. 해와들처럼 떠오르는 슬픈 아픔. Oh, how could you be so cold? Ay, 화수목금 터는 맘에 넌 내려. 일요일 말에 모임일까지 내려. 사계절 끝 쏟아지는 기억을 때려. 시간이 온날엔 너를 미워할 거야. 새치기에 다퉈봐. So what should I do? I've been dying for a while. Wake me up when it's gone.
Baby baby 어쩜 너는 그리 태연해. 얼어 죽어가는 나는 뭔데. Keep me warm to go. 내 같으면 rise and shine. Girl.
谢了。这个。
这个。
Wow, this is really just has been such a complete departure. But I like how much they're steering into it with a lot of story building throughout this video. And to have her humming the song.
이렇게 갑자기 없어질 거라면 내 기억도 가져가줘.
Still the sun from the stars. I've been sleeping so long. Oh, how could you be so cold?
Mm.
Oh, how could you be so cold? I'm so cold.
Oh, how could you be so cold? I'm so cold. I'm so cold.
Wow, this is really dark. Like horrendously dark. I'm glad I stayed quiet through that so I can kind of really take it in. So, what I'm assuming here, and I think I'm totally correct, is that when they were children, their father left their mother for another woman. Then I guess that woman's daughter, or the new daughter that they had, was then her. And then the older brother fools her into a relationship, takes photos of her, and then I guess uses it for deep fake purposes. You could see that in the text there below, which is a very, very poignant thing, especially in Korea right now. I think it's really bold and really, like, I don't know, it's a weird word to use, but kind of courageous to have a concept like that, or speak to something like that, because it's such a huge issue. And especially now, like, man, I think people sometimes don't realize how much the feminist movement in Korea needs so much support, even worldwide. Taking it to just a different artist, Yojin, who was from Luna. You look at her and there are people on there that say the most ridiculous things. You see people lambasting her in Korean, clearly, Korean X fans, I guess, overtaking either bikini pictures or something like that and calling her names and stuff where she's already in a tough time. It's you don't really know what's going through these artists' head when they're just seeing that day to day. And, that deepfake issue is certainly a huge, huge problem in Korea, and I know that it kind of spreads throughout high schools and everything like that. So I think it's really gutsy to do something like this, but also to do this with a group that has so far done mostly carefree, if not totally silly, title tracks. Again, I say that as someone who only has the experience with Young Posse as far as their title tracks go. I really wasn't expecting it to go in that direction. Honestly, this is one of those perfect narratives to me, because me assuming that I'm right with that scenario, I didn't really understand it or tie up that bow until the very end. Which is solid. I like when things aren't so incredibly obvious. And that this has something quite serious to say. There's something to also say about, K-pop videos that will go for more serious matter, but it does feel a little overdramatic. It does feel kind of ham-fisted, where this feels really genuine and also tactfully done. It doesn't feel disrespectful. It feels like it's giving you insight into a scenario that could be a very real scenario that is like currently happening, but not like making light of it in any way, So really, really well made. I think it deserves watching it over again. So that was all along his friend group who then staged this little faux mugging or whatever they were going to do. Man, that is an incredibly manipulative, and you got to be a true psychopath to go through all this, to set up this, and to hold that hate in your heart for all those years, and also hate at the wrong person, like someone who's completely innocent in that scenario. How fucking weird. Also one of those really great videos and just little short narratives where watching it again, you can just pick up on so much stuff that obviously there's no context the first run through, and you just don't know why certain shots are there.
So cold. I miss you when I kiss you, then I say so cold. 저 밤새 녹아내려버린 천문처럼 넌 날 지워버리겠지만 네가 얘기할 때면 그 입술을 쳐다보는 게 좋았어. 여름보다 뜨거운 만남은 좀 어려서 얼어붙은 말이 가시처럼 목에 걸렸어. You keep me wrapped around your finger, don't know why.
And she's so excited. I don't know if this is supposed to be, before the plan is made. Some acting chops on display too.
How you been lonely night that the sea 안아줘. Oh, how could you be so cold? 겨울이 가면 꼭
I mean, there are things here that are a little, that would you put them to the side. Things that are maybe a little out of the norm. I don't think this dude would keep that old for that long. I don't know, man. That's a straight American Psycho type psychopath to do something like that. Granted, to do any of this.
Love it and I hate you, then I feel so cold. I miss you when I kiss you, then I sick so cold. 저 밤새 녹아내려버린 천문처럼. How could you be so cold? I love you when I hate you, thinking about you. I miss you when I diss you, thinking about you. 해와들처럼 떠오르는 슬픈 아픔.
Oh, how could you be so cold?
에이, 화수목금 터는 맘은 넌 내려. 일요일 말에 모임이까지 내려. 사계절 끝 쏟아지는 기억을 때려. 시간이 온 날엔 너를 미워할 거야. 근데 추억들이 새치기에 다퉈마.
Who's in this?
사계절 끝 쏟아지는 기억을 때려. 시간이 온 날엔 너를 미워할 거야. 근데 추억들이 새치기에
I couldn't even tell who was in that locket.
So what should I do? I've been dying for a while. Wake me up when it's gone.
Baby, baby, 어쩜 너는 그리 태연해?
This kind of response too, like the first time through, man, when he's taking I just had no inclination that that's where it was going. I had heard ahead of time that this was about suicide, and I thought we were going to get that, and I think it's maybe, I don't know if it's maybe even alluding to it, to like how the other girl feels when she sees her with her family and her, her father. That you hear the train go by, and I thought that's when that was going to happen.
얼어죽을 주고 가는 나는 뭔지 Keep me want to go 내 같으면 rise and shine girl
谢了。
Man, this is a hell of a way to start a bunch of reactions. I have to change my mindset for the next songs.
这个 哎，我先走了。
But from what I remembered, I thought in this quick shot, is she just seeing things here? I don't think that's actually happening in front of her, because I mean, am I wrong, or is that reveal of the photos or whatever have been spread in that day of school? I don't think she's going to be so peppy. I don't know if this is supposed to be just kind of showing her like the seeds of hatred that she has. Just because her... Or is this another flashback? And yes, it is. Okay. The timeline. This is then when she runs to her brother's apartment. Okay. Now I gotcha. That's what sets it off. I really wonder what some of these translations are. I only really picked up on what was happening purely because they have that bit in English. And aside all of this, because of course this story is going to just take the spotlight, the song is very good. The song is very good. Not just the message in general, but I really think that K-pop could do with some more songs that are not only just very serious in tone in general, but that are straight up sad. That are straight up sad. Is that supposed to be an ambulance? Ooh, really good. Really, really good. I think this is just a single release, right? It does kind of suck to see. I guess it has picked up at first. The first couple of days I saw that this maybe wasn't catching on as much as some of their other songs have, but at least it's, it's now over 1 million. I hope people do watch this and take more from it, and maybe have that then reflect to what is actually happening, and that just, people who enjoy K-pop are just thinking about that situation a little bit more. But it's really well done. Really, really well done. It reminds me back to, last year, the year before, 2023, when I, checked out CIX's video that you should definitely watch as well. That is very serious in tone, and I think just as expertly done. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on Young Posse's Cold. I think that the feature on here is also really good. He just has an amazing voice. I think he would suit literally being a feature for anybody. And I think at this point, I've seen him primarily in a feature sense, probably like 3 different times. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. Now let's try to change the tone a little bit. And now we're going to get into some NMIXX, who I have just truly fallen in love with over the last year and a half or so. I've seen them live a lot, 3 times now, I think, because they're at literally every KCON. but their music has just exploded for me. Their last 2 albums especially, I think, are just gold. They're so very good. And now at this point, I went from, towards debut being interested but not super into it, and it grew and grew to now where I am very excited for whatever their new releases are going to be. So here we're going to be checking out their pre-release High Horse. I chose the moving version of the dance practice rather than the static one. And then we'll check out the cover that they do after that. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Talent is locked in. I think I'll do both versions. Oh, and it's this isn't doing the instrumental justice at all. It's really not. I can tell it's amazing, but obviously because this is like a dance practice version, it's very distant. I'm happy that FEIFEI has kept the blonde short hair. It suits her. Oh my god. Hold on, this is like I was just talking them up so strongly, and now this feels like another level on top of that. I don't know what it is right now, what's in the JYP water for the girl groups, but this is feeling reminiscent of Itzy's Imaginary Friend a little bit to me, where I was kind of shocked. Damn, they are precise. Carrying the emotion of the song really well in the choreo itself. Oh my god, that fan out was so good! They was also locked in that position, man! So cool with Celine kind of just revealing everyone. Yeah, I'm not getting the punchiness of the bass in this version. This pre-chorus is crazy sounding. That synth that comes in. My 2 favorites. Holy shit. You shouldn't have made this the pre-release. How do you top this? Maybe a mistake. I mean, that first of all, that already is probably their best choreography that they have, but also maybe one of their best songs that they ever put out. I don't know if that is a mistake when you release something so good as your pre-release for your album. Is this going to have a music video too? I don't know. I don't know if it necessarily requires it exactly, because this really is about the performance. So I would have much preferred, or prefer if they do in the future, a more ornate, like really pretty music video or a performance video for this song. It is so very good. NMIXX is a group that is just always hailed for their vocals, obviously, and just for the right reasons. They are one of the best vocal groups out there right now, but also showing it that they can do it in their dancing here. It's just so impressive. Let's watch the normal stage practice now, because I feel like I clicked on this really quickly a couple days ago and it dropped, or yesterday, I can't remember days anymore, and it felt like there were live vocals in this one. I'll have to listen to the album version on my own, but man, it sounds just tremendous, and that I'm only really getting half the experience not hearing the straight album version. That pre-chorus is heaven. Yeah. God, every movement is so tight. This spin here. Bae is really also just shining in the choreography department in this performance. That's crazy. God, that pre-chorus is so good. People always talk, I feel like, about K-pop. They'll show you the most unstable person in their live performance on the planet, and you'll see just, she's so stable. He's so stable. A lot of the time, they're not, just because, of course, they're performing. They're doing choreography. I don't expect them to be 100% stable. They're most likely not going to be. This is kind of, you know, I know it's just a practice kind of video, but about as close as you can really get to being completely stable. They sound fantastic. Why do I feel like I've seen Lily with a hood like that a lot? I mean, shit. I've mentioned it many times before. We've watched basically all of their Lee Mujin services, and proves that it really feels like a group made up of main vocals. I like how all the movements of their feet kind of sound like a horse trotting. I mean, yeah, Bae is definitely the star of this choreography wise. Just so many highlights. Oh, but then there's this scene. Oh, I forgot. I said scene like it's a movie. God, Lily. Holy. Oh my god! cut me like glass with that precision. Holy. This is the kind of performance that wins you queendom. It's like one of those. Holy crap. That was so impressive. I didn't think that it would just... I heard really good things about this, but I'm very high on them right now off of those two albums. I enjoyed them so damn much that to just ascend even higher, it's crazy, man. When does this album come out again? The 17th, I think it says down here. Yeah, March 17th. Better be locked in. They're crazy, dude. It's wild how much more I just love them and enjoy their music over the course of, the 3 years that they've been a group, 3.5 years. I should be watching more of their variety. I feel like I've only gotten a grasp mostly on Haewon and Lily's personalities. I've seen them by far the most. But outside of that, I should watch more. All right, let's move on to more NMIXX. This is FEIFEI, which I looked up and it said that it meant cockroaches in Cantonese. I think it's pretty rare that you see a K-pop group covering a cantopop, as I saw it, song. Which now I think, aren't they lifting that Korea media ban in China, which I feel like is going to be a whole big ass boom for the industry. I think they're doing that. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a request by Orpheus as well. Thank you so much. I'm sorry this took so long. Oh, we're getting a ballad?
愛上你，終會流言飛飛，聽說你推脱情長馬戲，開心過變失憶，欣賞過變退卻，愛你，同時也要裝自己。
To sing to their ability in a different language. Another thing people say a lot amongst all groups, but I especially do feel it here with NMIXX, is they really do. I feel like this is overused, but they really do all have very unique and distinct voices. They really do. It usually takes me a lot of time to pick up on someone's vocals, like when I am not seeing who's singing with the group. Not so much with them, I don't think.
聽這是是非非，到最尾決定盲目愛你，應該愛是該死，不可以沒有你，流言替你將力到全黑白。
It's not just like Soleil's Disney princess-like looks. I think she really has that kind of clarity and just pretty voice that you would hear in like a Disney movie. It just feels that way to me. Maybe I'm being biased by also her looks.
然后應該流淚應該
Kyujin is kind of an absolute powerhouse.
苦澀無味地戀愛，難道有天花開？迷沒自尊心，着過情海有愛。那邊可知間，前年太多的比賽，注定要分。
Is there a background as to why? I tried to look it up why they chose this as a cover. I think this came out in like 2012, the original song. Really pretty. It's the type of ballad that you would expect to also do really, really well in Korea. But it's just such an interesting choice. You just never really see this happen amongst K-pop groups very much. But no, it was fantastic. I think that starting off with Cold and moving, I thought we were going to have like a big vibe switch up, but really NMIXX just carried it. It's mostly been pretty melancholy throughout these performances, and I love it. That's my shit. Make me sad, and I'm going to have a good time. I'm real excited for this album. I have their previous albums up on Patreon and Fourth Wall now, if you want to see those reactions, and also in that marathon I mentioned at the start, I think I did two or three It's Lives from NMIXX. But yeah, that was FEIFEI. Thank you so much for that request. Moving on now to Infinite, a group who I know is so incredibly legendary, but when it comes to their older songs, I think I've only reacted to like 2, maybe 3. I did do their last comeback, which was maybe 2 years ago now, but I'm talking about like their old songs, the hits. I think I've only done 2. And there's one that, the one that always pops up that I had planned on reacting to, but just never got around to it. What's the one I'm thinking of? New Emotions was their last one. That says a year ago. I did The Chaser. I did Be Mine, right? I think those are the 2 I've done. Have I done The Chaser? I know the song. I definitely did Be Mine. Okay, let's move on. Either way, I know such a legendary group, yet I have barely scratched the surface on a lot of their older stuff. And I have a strong appreciation for that era and how distinct it sounds. And also that just like with their last comeback, they're still able to be so damn good all these years later. So let's check it out. This is Dangerous.
Ready. Action.
We're going brighter vibe. Oh, all right. Speaking of some more heavenly vocal groups, ooh. What's with all the thirst trap scenes? Oh, all right, sorry, I said something. Ooh. Bring the K-pop, like, somewhat disco vibe back. I miss it already. This isn't all the way in that direction, but it's flirting with it. More funky than anything. Man, do you know how buttons work? Damn, he sounds good. It's so nice to see these groups just like not miss a step when they have comebacks much more infrequently than, you know, a group that has recently debuted. Damn. He's very soft-faced. I don't know any of these members. I don't know if he's the youngest, but he looks like it. That's a good key change. Wow, I love how bouncy his lines are. Very dancey. And how even these raps just really meld into the instrumental. Damn, that was good. I remember New Emotions being much more like desaturated, right? It had a bit more of a serious vibe in a way. Whereas this one was just a good damn time. Again, I'm just not super well versed in Infinite. I think in terms of, I think we've watched maybe 2 of the members on an episode of Running Man that combined a lot of older groups. That could have been my only experience with them outside of those reactions that I did now probably 4 years ago. But they are a group that would probably be interesting, especially as someone that wants to fill in so many gaps into, once again, legendary K-pop groups. They feel so essential for that, but a great release from them there. I don't know if it was an album. It is 8th mini album, like Infinite. All right. Next up is TripleS. We're doing PainDrop. This is the OST for Hades. What is it called? Friendly Stranger, Friendly something. Where she's getting into it. I've seen just the clips that people have posted on Discord, and it looks interesting to me. I like Haiti a lot. I also love TripleS a lot, so it's very interesting that these worlds have collided. I think I saw a video of them together, but let's check it out. Probably going to have scenes of the drama. Oh, this sounds pretty... I thought this was supposed to be like a cute little lesbian romance drama. I'm sorry. Sohyun came in with the yeah. Okay, this is not the drama I thought it was.
Make up the reason why 장미를 둘러싼 crown is mine 눈치를 살펴라 Story I follow 끝에서야 We'll never lie 약속을 해 할 말을 가득히 담아도 손 모아 기도를 해
Oh my god!
Can be killed 죽음이 두려워 나는 또 저주를 퍼보대 yeah. 착한 척 웃는 척 그 집으로 내려놓아
Wow, this is dark! Oh, okay. That's a scene!
착한 척 웃는 척 그 집으로 내려놓아 바쁜 척 아닌 척 끝도 없이 맞춰 널 It's my pain drop away 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 It's my pain drop away
I have said it before, I don't know why. I think it's because of like her opening performance on Queendom Puzzle. I've really compartmentalized Jiwoo as a dancer more than anything, and it's just, I've been proven wrong so many times. She's so good vocally. I love her voice.
You don't know my life is full of compromise Underwater 잠겨가는 푸르판 네가 말한 그게 물인다란 걸
Even Ham Hams could do dark songs.
약속을 해 할 말을 가득히 담아두 손모아 기도를 해 But I can't stop
Ooh, and they've never done a song quite like this.
두려운 나는 또 저주를 버볼 때 착한 척 웃는 척
Yeah, that run from you was really good too.
바쁜 척 아닌 척 끝도 없이 멈춰 널 착한 척 웃는 척 끄집어 내려 널 바쁜 척 아닌 척 끝도 없이 멈춰 널 It's my pain drop oh way up oh way up oh way up It's my pain drop oh way up oh way up oh way up Yeah I'm drowning deep
The lower, like, oh, this is a lot longer. What the like darker lower register of Sohyun is such a good choice for this too. It's fitting the mood.
Yeah I'm drowning deep inside
Does Haiti play a high school student in this?
이 왕국의 주인은 나야 숨겨도 금방 뺏기게 될 거야 Yeah I'm drowning deep inside my desire
Ooh.
나쁜 척하기에 난 그 속이 너무도 뻔뻔한 It's my pain drop oh way up It's my pain drop oh way up
So my thought whenever we have these OST songs is that for these dramas, this song opens up the show. Is that the case? I thought the show came out like a handful of weeks ago or something. That's why I'm a little confused. I could be just totally wrong on that. I'm telling you, out of these scenes and the stuff that I saw like a month or so ago of the bathroom scene, the bath scene, I don't know what the hell this show is about. But she's being all freaky. Multiple ways. Why is it so much longer? It's just you and me. I'm reacting to a black screen right now. Is there a jump scare? What is this? Why? I'm going to skip ahead. There's nothing. What? Is this this isn't, 2010 era YouTube where we have to get to like 10 minutes so we can have our monetization differently. Warner Music Korea. I don't know quite why that is there. Maybe it has a narrative meaning and I just need to watch the drama, but great song. They really did this justice. Sounds fantastic. Feels just very harrowing and dark and different from a lot of the songs that I'm used to them doing. I haven't quite heard them in this light before, and they all smash it. Really good stuff. Also, it gets me interested in watching these dramas. I mention every time that we check out an OST that my knowledge of K-dramas is so damn poor. I just haven't done enough. But I also just want one that has a really unique story, and I need someone to almost like cater that to me. But I like Haiti, so this could be an option. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know your thoughts on any of the videos that I did prior to this. Like I said, there's a lot of long form content up on Patreon Fourth Wall now. 5.5 hours of It's Live marathons featuring all different groups. I drink, we hang out. It was my birthday. And then also lots of Mama, the Irene album, and plenty of other stuff. More TripleS stuff coming as well. I think I'm going to be doing some stuff later tonight featuring TripleS. So if you're a big fan of them, there's a lot of TripleS content on there. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you. Subscribe if you are new and like this video if you enjoyed it. And I will see you next time.